Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Carr now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
And I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Allen.
Trey McKinney.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown!
Darren Parham
from 14 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Room here to run. just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
21-0 our score after one.
Raiders nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Austin Eckler, ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 37-yard line. 6-18.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
And the Raiders first down.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's now 4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And that's complete to Shepard. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Raiders.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Raiders 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46.
Herbert now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a play fake. Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On play action, now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, it's Carr. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get him a 1st down.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
93.
Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal, Raiders.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it and now fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score, Chargers 38, Raiders.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Herbert on the move to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And controlling the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point goal by Hawkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
They said their goal was to win 7 games.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.